Hello my YouTube family, thank you for coming back for another camp rating video. Today we've got a couple camps on store for you. I think we're going to do 4 today. I'm sorry it's been a little while since my last video. There's 2 reasons for this. One, I started a college class. It's been a little bit more work than I had originally anticipated. But the second reason is I've noticed a steep drop off in my viewership. I'm afraid I was oversaturating my videos, putting them out as much as I had, so I want to put a little bit of a gap between the videos I had released. So anyways, without further ado, let's move on to the first camp for today. Okay, so here we are at edrosamond's camp. Let's take a look around and see what we have. Floating. Okay. These are kind of cool, but I mean, it's just a whole bunch of prefabs, and there's no real building here. I mean, it's put together quite interestingly, but there's not a whole lot that's, you know, they actually built. Looks like most things are locked up. In here. Locked up. Let's go and check out what's up on the floating parts. Yeah, nothing really up here. There's no real reason for this to be here other than to kill camp budget. Where are we? Here, it's not like it's even like they tried to build a platform for the queen or something. There's just real no reason for this. Let's pop on down. We'll see if we can't get in there in a second. Water purifier. Here, this is a nice little room, but there's nothing really here. Let's look around. I feel like I'm missing where they have the vendors. Oh, the vendors are in here. Yeah, not seeing much. That's kind of random. Let's try and glitch into this building. That's not gonna work. Collect that up, put it over here. Let's see if I can. Come on, work with me here. Get behind something. Come on, that's our green. Come on, let me place it. Bam. And there we go. We'll get in. Run! And come on. Through the door we go. Take the lead scrap, thank you very much. Atrium. Utility room, vault quarters. Okay, so I think we've seen enough of up top to render a verdict. Give you a couple minutes, we'll head downstairs and we'll start working on the shelters. Okay, here we are down in the utility room. A whole lot of plushies and some signs. This is actually pretty cool. I wish he had broken it up into some rooms, but other than that, I mean, this is actually pretty good. This is worth a few points. I like how it's just, there's stuff everywhere. There's stuff to look at. It kind of feels like somebody's man cave. I actually really kind of enjoy this. Okay, let's move on to the atrium. Okay, so here we are in the atrium. This is kind of disappointing. We got some generators, another vault room, and that seems to be about it. A little conference room. This is nice. Floating issue there. Other than that, I mean, this is decent. But besides what's in here, this whole atrium is empty. So, yeah, not a whole lot there. Let's move on to the next shelter we have. Okay, here we are in the vault quarters. Some trees here. That seems to be about it. I don't think he's going to pick up too many points for these shelters. Let's see. Looks like he started with a room in here, but hasn't finished much. So, yeah, that's about it. Let's move on to the top side. Let's give this camp a final rating. Okay, for edrosamond's camp. The top side gets 3.25. There's some interesting parts, but a lot of it's just empty prefabs. There's nothing really built by them, and that takes a lot of points away. And then this floating structure up here that has no point, that also kills a lot of points. So 3.25 for the top side, and then the utility room, that actually was pretty good. A nice little man cave. We gave that 8 points, so 0.8 added to the score. Then with the atrium, it had that nice room. It ended up getting overall 2 points, so 0.2 added to the score. And then the quarters just had that little bit in there. It got a 1 point, so that added 0.1 to the score. So our total came up to 4.35, and then rounding to the nearest quarter point, rounding up to the nearest quarter point, this camp gets a total of 4.5. Okay, here we are at the camp of IdahoSmith. Let's take a look around and see what we've got. Not much. Well, this is disappointing. Cooking area. Extractor in here. Locked up.
This cloth is so old, it is crumbling into powder.
I'm feeling like there's more to this that I'm not seeing. I really hate it when people hide their stuff. So let's take a look around and see if we can figure out where the rest of this camp is. Oh no, there's nothing. There's nothing else here. Okay, I think we've seen enough to give the top side a score. Let's head on downstairs and see what we've got down there. And it's pretty much empty. Yeah, this is not exciting. They just dropped their workbenches down here, and that was it. Okay. I guess we've seen all of this camp. Let's go up topside and give it a score. Okay, so IdahoSmith's camp. There's really nothing here. There's one little building, one room. There's no real decoration to it. It's just a place to hold his extractor and his vendors. That being said, we're gonna give it a score of 2.75. There's, like I said, nothing to it. It's just one little shack, no decoration, no nothing. And he's not gonna pick up any points for the utility room because, again, he just stuck his workbenches down there. So, final score of 2.75. Okay, so we've arrived at the camp of PineappleWitchery. Let's see what we have. We have a nice little crop field.
Solid gold. You
Water
are
purifiers.
of scrap. That means I like you.
Outhouse. Nothing in there. Let's see. Collectron station.
You look like
Little
you've seen
office
some shit.
area. Vendors, little patio. Cooking area. Little crafting area over here. A little bit of a living room and a bedroom. Could definitely use some wallpapers, a little bit more decoration. It's a little open, but other than that, I mean, it's definitely not bad.
There is a belly surprise around every corner.
Yeah, it's fairly decent. I'm just not seeing any shelters around here, so
Join my scavenger.
that's a little disappointing. Definitely gonna lose a lot of points there. I think we're ready to give this camp a score, though. Okay, so PineappleWitchery's score is a 4.5. There's no shelters, so you're gonna automatically lose 4 points there. But the build, I really like how the building is set up. Its main problem is there's just not enough decoration to it, but other than that, I mean, it's a pretty decent build. So yeah, we're gonna go with a 4.5 here. Okay, so here we are at the camp of Friendly Fire. Let's see what we have here. So far it looks fairly interesting. A little bit of a gap in the roof there, but let's come down and see what we can find out here. Where's the entrance here?
Is my dumpster.
Got a collection over here, it's locked up. Okay. The outside's a fairly standard square. Looks like oh, that's why the gap is there for the water purifier. I get it.
You hear that? It was the world saying hello.
Looks like they put a nice little bar area out here with the vendor. Let's move inside the building and see what's in here. Hey, unfortunately, it's just kind of an open room. I guess they're going with a little bit of an open concept. The living room area over here, the crafting area over here, a little bit of a display there. Individually, each of these areas aren't terrible, but I'd definitely like to see the building divided up into rooms. Then up here, apparently we just have a catwalk. Okay, let's see. Double check around, make sure I'm not missing anything here. See if we've got anything else.
You ever get a melody stuck in your head? One day, I'm gonna write a song that does that.
No, that seems to be about it. So I think we're ready to give this camp a score. Okay, so Friendly Fire's camp is gonna get a 4.75. I mean, there's no floating, there's no clipping issues. I'm not a big fan of how there's that hole in the roof. I think something could have been done to make that look a little better. But other than that, I mean, it's not bad. And again, like I said, I wish they would have divided the inside up into individual rooms. But it's got fairly decent decorations and such. So we're going to go with 4.75. And then there's no points to pick up for any of the shelters because I couldn't find any shelters. So that's our final score. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate you making it all the way to the end. If you've liked this video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, have a great day out in the wasteland.